Howdy do, buckaroos. Okay, so this is something a little bit different. Well, not different for me, but different for what I put up. So the 100 Baby Challenge is something I've been doing for years, I think. Maybe that's distressing. I'm deeply uncomfortable with that thought. But yes, I'm pretty sure it's been years. And this is actually how I started building more than I play in The Sims 4. Because the very first build that I ever made that people were excited about was a renovation of my very first 100 Baby Challenge house. And, oh yeah, my geometry struggle was on full display during this build. But, yeah, the very first build I made that people were excited about was a renovation of my very first 100 Baby Challenge house, because when I first tackled the 100 Baby Challenge, as I believe everybody should start, I built myself. I don't think I even properly built a starter. I'm pretty sure I stuck together some default rooms, like the pre-built Maxis rooms, didn't paint the outside and just kind of rolled with it for a while. And it obviously, as 100 Baby Challenge houses tend to do, it started to get just sprawl. It started to sprawl, which works. And it's actually, the results of that are posted on my gallery as well. And I believe it's functional 100 Baby home, or maybe it's just called 100 Baby Challenge home. I don't know. I haven't looked in a very long time. It's quite an old build. But it is there. I think it's one of the very first things on my gallery. And actually, because it is functional, it did decently well. A couple people downloaded it, but it didn't do horribly. But very quickly, it became clear that I could do better. And it was sort of the first thing I ever tried to build well. So I sat there and I messed with it. And I realized that I really love doing renovations. As much as I enjoy building, I really, really love renovating. Because you don't have to start from scratch. You have this thing that has a lot of potential and you can just make it good. I really, really love renovating. So, I hate curtains. I know I've talked about it before, but I hate curtains in this game. Why don't they sit at a normal level? Ever. Do these people not have curtains in their homes? Why do they think curtains work like that? Oh, sorry, sidetracked. So after that first renovation, and in doing so well, for somebody who literally had 4 things on the gallery, those 40, 50 downloads, it's still crazy for me. That's still a lot of downloads for me. And because I was still actively playing the 100 Baby Challenge, well, I started over. I started over 3 times. I think everybody who plays the 100 Baby Challenge starts over. Because once you have a lot of money and you have a nice house, it stops being a challenge and just starts being something you turn your brain off and do. Which I don't necessarily mind, but I do think that every other matriarch, you should go out and buy a new starter house and do the whole thing again, so that you get that feeling of I'm starting over, but you don't actually lose all your progress by starting over. But that's just a suggestion. film suggestion. No, that joke is dead. Sorry. But after I had that weird bout of success, I started just posting all my 100 Baby Challenge stuff. So every time I built a starter for me starting over for funsies, I would post that starter. And starter home and 100 Baby Challenge are both buzzwords on the gallery. So they do relatively well. And then I would play for a few generations in a house, and then I'd renovate the house and put up that renovation, very much like my very first one. And that was kind of how I got into building in The Sims. So for me, 100 Baby Challenge builds are what I do. I just assume that people know that this is my strong suit, is 100 Baby Challenge builds. And then I remember that I really haven't talked about it on the channel at all. I'm not sure why I haven't been playing the 100 Baby Challenge, because I've been trying a few other challenges. And I kind of just got tired with the 100 Baby Challenge. It's difficult to do the 100 Baby Challenge, because it takes you a while, and you're gonna be, if there's nobody watching you who's like, yes, do more of that, it's difficult, because you don't really have the motivation to keep doing the same thing over and over again. So you kind of got to spice it up for yourself, and that's difficult to do once you're coming up on, I forget where I was. I think I was around 50. I think I was like solidly halfway there. And this is my 4th try, because I started over. I did the renovation of the first house. I let my 100 Baby Challenge sit for a while. I started over once, twice, 3 times. So this is my 4th try, and I'm around 50, and I might give up again, but it's fine. But my big excitement, is that a thing? Can I say it that way? My big excitement about this house? I'm unsure. The thing I am thrilled about with this house is that I think I kind of roofed it okay. I'm really excited about the roofing on this one, because I put dormers on it. And it worked, and I did all the hacks, and it just, it looks okay on the outside, I think, which is why I'm not, you'll notice a lot of walls intersecting with windows here, that I'm not doing anything about it. It's because I like how it looks on the outside, and I really don't want to mess with it. Again, sorry. I'm just a yawny person. Sorry about the yawning. Yeah, so I just let walls intersect with windows because I didn't want to mess up the outside of my build. Yay! There is a huge moment of fear here while I'm trying to figure out how dormers work. Because this is legitimately the first time I've made a proper attempt at dormers. While I'm trying to figure out how dormers work, I realized that I'm going to have to move my top level back 1 square. That was a serious moment of fear. Because I knew that I was going to jack up my inside, and I'd spent all of this time on the inside of the house. So I think we're fine. Whew, sorry, that was a lot of a yawn. I did not think there was going to be that much yawn there. I've just put in a little easel so that your matriarch can paint. I figure if you're making enough money to pay the bills here, you probably paint at least a little. I feel like most matriarchs paint at least a little. Got a cute little Parenthood kitchen. I really like Parenthood kitchens. I really like the Parenthood kitchen stuff. I think it's very cute. I enjoy it very much. I didn't put as much clutter in the kitchen as I normally would, but I think the 100 Baby Challenge is something that collects decorations and clutter. With projects and the like, you're gonna have things to put on the floor, on the walls, and on desks. Oh, okay. So, there are several bits of footage where my computer just freaked out. It freaked out last night, and I'm not sure why or how, because I didn't have anything running that I don't normally have running. I couldn't find anything that was slowing it down when I closed it, and it happened, I opened it twice, and it was like this. And then I think the third time I opened it, it just worked fine. This is me trying to decide what color desks I want, because this was going to be, this off the stairs area was going to be my desk area. It just has enough desks for all the kids to sit and work. Not that that's generally how I have them do their homework, but since there are desks, they probably will automatically go to the desks to do homework. But generally, I just kind of let them do whatever. As long as they do their homework, I don't care where they're doing it. So, they tend to do it like in each other's bedrooms. They'll like all pick a bedroom and go sit on the beds, or on the floor, and they'll do homework in there. Or, and this curtain choice made me have to shift my whole setup. But I shift the whole setup and it's fine. Yeah, or like if there's outdoor seating, a lot of times kids will do their homework outside. So things like that I don't really... Okay, so here's my roofing adventures. You will see me trying to figure out, as you always see, my confused... But here we go. This is me realizing that I need more space to put in actual dormers, and doing it. Getting over that fear of messing up the whole thing. And I put in dormers. The extra space it gave me let me have a proper living room, which I am very excited about. I think it went really well, all things considered. Everything shifted up. I only had a little bit of collateral issue, and I think it looks really good now. Yay! Yeah, but you can see now, and I cut for a little while and did some shifting. And yeah, I had this thought for a while that the dormers were going to be that big. And then I just pulled them forward and realized that that's what I was missing. It was them being just out a little bit more. Yeah, so I pull them forward and then I shrink them down a little bit. And that is my first real attempt at dormers. And I'm impressed with it. I'm impressed with myself. I just hadn't really tried before. Oh, I mess with this section of roof so much. I try so many stupid little things, but I'm actually happy with how it actually turned out. Because I wanted a little overhang, and then I'm actually also really excited about how I handled this porch. I'll talk about it when we appear to have gotten to the porch. Yeah, I can tell that my computer did the random load thing. Okay, this roofing and happy with, and I kind of just gloss over it. I did it kind of quick and then ignored it. I also did the little half gable dormer, but that's something that was just to make that weird bit of wall look fine. This I was really excited about. I was gonna try and put some plants in it, but it's hard to do that, and it was driving me crazy, and I didn't want to, and I liked the way it looked on its own, so I left it. I just left it. That's me realizing that we have a bunny on the loose. I don't know why I chose that terracotta tile. I change it. I make the porch wood. Ooh, I had something else I wanted to say. I really wanted to get, so the way I would recommend doing your 100 baby challenge is locking the door to your toddlers. And I know for some reason people are really, well, most people that have played the challenge don't mind doing that. But I know that it kind of makes people uncomfy if they haven't played the challenge, the idea of locking your toddlers all in one room, but you kind of need to, because toddlers are going to be the bane of your existence, and that's a really nice cushy toddler room, and then you just put food on the floor and they'll be fine. Anyway, so I locked the door to my toddler rooms, meaning that the kids can't get at the toys I put down for the toddlers. And one of my primary ways to build skill so that oh brain, what am I thinking? Oh, so that children can get better grades in grade school is through the dollhouse, because it builds creativity skill pretty fast. So I knew that I needed a dollhouse that the kids could get to, not just the toddlers. Oh, I did something a little different with my landscaping here too. I made it look, I hope, more intentional. So that's why I had thrown that random dollhouse in the backyard. I think at this point I moved it onto the deck. But I threw it in the backyard so that the kids could get to it. And I didn't really make them a playroom space. Normally I'd take a lot of the extra space in the kids' room and put toys and things in it, but I didn't, yeah, it's on the back deck. I didn't do that in this build. Yeah. Oh, I think I also failed to mention that I'm doing this in 8 times speed. Did I not mention that? Because this was a really, really long build. So I did it double time what I usually do, and I think if people like it, I'll stick with it, because I really liked not feeling pressured to make this build quick. I really liked going back to my roots and actually properly building something like this for a challenge that I'm happy with and that I think looks interesting. And there's a whole butt ton of screenshots because this is really big. And I noticed a lot of hiccups that happened from the shift back while I was taking screenshots. But, and I fixed a couple of them, but it's still kind of a mess. But I'm relatively happy with this, and you're probably going to need more toddler beds, but there's space in there for more toddler beds. I just didn't include them because I wanted to get some more toys in there. But you can very easily take the toys out because they do have the Wabbit tablets, and you're going to rely on the Wabbit tablets most of the time anyway. But yeah, it was really nice to get back to 100 baby challenges, and I had a really nice time figuring out this roofing for once. I hope you really liked it. Like and subscribe, and share this video with people you think also like the 100 baby challenge. Bye!